Hi everybody, this is Khadija, your teacher of English. I hope that you're all doing well. Our grammar lesson today is going to be about the present perfect simple. So in this lesson we are going to see how is the present perfect simple formed, and we're going to have a look at some timelines. We're going to see also when is the present perfect used and some adverbs that are used with the present perfect. Lastly, we have the practice, of course. Okay, the present perfect simple is formed as the following: subject plus have or has, this is the auxiliary, plus the past participle of the main verb. Let's look at the three different forms: the affirmative, negative, and interrogative form. So affirmative form: have eaten the sandwich. Have eaten the sandwich, of course, with I, you, we, and they. But with he, she, and it, we use has. Negative form: haven't written the lesson. I haven't written the lesson. The verb to write in the past participle, written. This is irregular verb, of course. With he, she, and it, hasn't written the lesson. The interrogative form: we ask the question using the auxiliary have or has plus subject, and then the main verb in the past participle. We have short answers like yes I have, or no I haven't, or with the he or she or it: yes she has, no she hasn't. So let's look at the timeline. Here we have three timelines. The first one, look at the cross, the orange cross. So it's about an action happening in the recent past. Okay, look at the second timeline. I have already waited 20 minutes, so it has relation with noun now too. The third timeline: the bus hasn't arrived yet. So here we were supposing the bus to arrive in the past, so it has connected. So one of the uses of the present perfect is when we use it to talk about events that have a result in the present, like recent events and news. Look at the first example. Have you heard? Sarah has passed all her exams. It means Sarah has passed all her exams recently. Two, we use just to indicate that an action finished in the very recent past. Example: I'm not hungry. I've just eaten. We use already also to show that an action happened earlier than expected. Example: I've already booked for my flight. Yet is used in the present perfect, but just in negative and interrogative. It's used to ask if something expected has happened or not. Example: have you bought your ticket yet? Let's see how these adverbs, just, already, and yet are located in the sentences. So just comes between the auxiliary have or has and the past participle. Example: I've just eaten. Already can come between the auxiliary and the main verb, or at the end of the clause, like I've already booked for my flight, or I've booked for my flight already. But yet comes at the end of the sentence or the question: have you bought your ticket yet? So now you are given the chance to practice a little bit. You have to finish the sentences with the correct form of the verbs between brackets. Of course, for a list of irregular verbs, you go to your course book. The last page of your course book, you find the irregular verb list. But The regular verbs, of course, always end in ed in the past participle form.